This is a warning. What you're about to hear me say is not pleasant. So if you don't like vulgarity, if you don't like anger, I suggest you stop now. Because once you get past this point, I cannot be responsible for what you feel. What the hell is going on with you fucking people? Do you not understand the situation we are in? Do you not get it? We have a president with all audacity and stupidity standing in Houston saying, "It's a tough situation." I have an 80-year-old father sitting in Westbury, Texas, in Houston right now with no power. He's playing hell just to get a generator, just to be able to have enough power to keep his refrigerator on. Millions of people are without power. More are without food and water, and they're getting food and water to them, but the bottom line is this. This is not going to stop. It is going to take quite some time to recover from this situation. What kind of idiot continues to waste billions of dollars a week on a war that is senseless and useless and threatens to escalate further when we here at home are in sore and dire need? The 1 week of cost of this goddamn war would fucking pay for enough generators for every single household in Houston, Texas. Now, what the fuck is wrong with this situation? You tell me, what the hell do you think is really going on? Now, let's talk about Wall Street. Let's fucking talk about Wall Street. Wall Street deserves what it's getting. I hope to God more of these big, greedy sacks of shit fall to the ground, and everybody out there who have played this ego game with money suffers like hell. Those of us who are poor, those of us who are used to living on a shoestring are not going to be affected by this. Those of us who don't spend our money on Viagra just to get a hard-on because we're too goddamn impotent to have one naturally, those of us who have to buy laxatives and food that makes us crap better because we're so fucking anal retentive, those of us who don't have to do that because we are actually healthy due to the fact that we're used to living in a very simple way, are not going to be affected by this. But it's the greedy sons of bitches who forgot the cardinal rule. They forgot the most important thing about money. If we, the people, cannot spend the dollar, then they make nothing. If they only allow the elite group, the very small elite group of billionaires and trillionaires to spend the money, they have nothing. They're just fucking each other. That's the bottom line. It's a nepotistic, egotistic situation, and whatever happens, Lehman Brothers, 158-year-old financial group, gone, done, out of there, all of them. Now it's insurance. Why? Because the insurance companies are greedy sacks of dog shit that cannot bring themselves to understand that Americans deserve and need health care. Affordable health care, not ridiculously expensive health care. I pay almost $200 plus out of my paycheck a month, and I still got to pay $3 for a gallon for gas just to get there. What the fuck is that all about? Now, come on, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't like my vulgarity, fine, I don't care. It's like this. America is screwed. I've been telling you over and over again, we're screwed. I'm going to say what Obama isn't saying. I'm going to say what McCain isn't saying. None of this would be happening if they had just listened to the people instead of the corporate dogs that hold their leashes. Now, I don't care if any of you like McCain. I don't care if any of you like Obama. You can go fuck Palin for all I care. I don't give a damn. The bottom line is this. None of them are going to bail us out of this situation. And when the smoke clears, when the shit finally clears from hitting the fan, the only people that are going to be left are those people who sat back out of the way of the fire and said, whoa, wow. And I feel for you people who are suffering right now because of Katrina, because of Ike. The millions, not just hundreds of thousands, the millions of people suffering right now because of the stupidity of our leaders who have no foresight to realize that things need to be taken care of here at home. An infrastructure that's falling apart at the seams, an economy that is so inflated with fat cat assholes that we have to pay for their stupidity. I don't know what to tell you. I do know this. The time will come when everything I have said in every one of my videos will shine like a light. Despite the anger, despite the vulgarities, there is a light that will shine from these words. And that light will clarify the presence of what is real and destroy the fact that some of this is an unreal. I mean, come on. Every commercial you see on television is either for something that makes you shit better or something that gives you a hard on. Are we that dysfunctional? Are you guys so preoccupied with your dicks that you can't see the truth? Are we that stupid? Are we that vain? Are we that ignorant that all we can think about is our dinkies? Come on, guys. Or our guns. You know, it's either our dinkies or our guns or our assholes. You know, if they're an asshole, you can always expect shit from them, because that's what assholes do. And I am here to tell you that Washington is full of assholes, because that's all we're getting from them, guys, is shit. Now, my poor dad, you know, I feel bad for him. And I got in there and I made some calls because I work for a company that I know might be able to help him. And I gave him the in to be able to get somewhere to get a generator when they show up. But the fact is the very fact that I even had to do that we have a president who's patting FEMA's back again when they are failures. They are failures. It's not enough to just bring truckloads of water and food to these people. The muck and the mire that exists there now is such a toxic stew that it's going to take years to clean that up. And all they care about is the goddamn cost of oil. The gougers. That's another thing. The gougers. I think they should make price gouging for fuel in disaster areas no different than looting, because it's nothing but looting. It's looting the pockets of poor, suffering individuals who have had nothing but hardship, and yet we slap their hands. My first instinct is line them up and shoot them. The first 2 or 3 you shoot, well, hell, they'll stop doing it. But that's a little drastic. The bottom line is if you are price gouging, they should make it illegal and a punishable offense with jailing immediately. You should be hauled away to jail if you are caught price gouging, and you should be hauled away to jail and put away and lock the goddamn door and throw away the key, and then they take over your frickin' business and they make sure that people get what they're supposed to in a timely manner, in a fair way. It's bad. It's not good. They're lying to you folks out there. Houston and the surrounding area is really bad. It's a lot worse than they're showing you on the TV. Even though it looks bad on the TV, it's worse. It's much worse. You have no idea how many oil refineries and chemical refineries are there. I grew up there. I can tell you what's in that water. The fish are dying everywhere, and it's going to be a lot worse. It's going to stink and stench, and the smell of death is going to get worse and worse as the days go on, because it's still hot down there. And you think about all those elderlies there with no power. How are they going to keep their food? How are they going to keep their food? They can't drink the water. They're being told to boil the water because of the crap that got into the water supply. But the bottom line is even that's not going to help. There's not enough. There's not enough to help these millions of people. And yet, George Bush continues to spend billions each day, each week, each month, each year. What is wrong with this picture?
I'm the dictator, I'm the dictator, I'm the dictator, I'm the dictator. I'm the dictator, I'm the dictator, I'm the dictator. If this were a dictatorship, it'd be a heck of a lot easier. Just so long as I'm the dictator. I'm the dictator.